There we go. Alright. Hey everyone, I'm Riley TBS, and welcome back to another video. Now, by the time I'm probably uploading this, it's probably Halloween, so take this as a Halloween special, if you will. We're going to be ranking, each of these games, or each indie game right here, from worst to best. Now we have, of course, about 7 categories, I believe. I'm not. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. God, my brain stopped working for a second. God. So, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen much gameplay of most of these games here. Yeah, and also I can recognize some of the icons, but I can't recognize all of them. So yeah, we might as well just begin. This is probably gonna be fun. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be basing this off of like what I personally think of the game and such. So yeah, this is just my opinion. So if I hate a game you love, or if I love a game you hate, don't attack me, please. Because again, just my opinion. You have your own opinions, and that's what matters. So yeah. Anyways, let's begin. First up, Bendy. Okay. I'm just gonna be very honest when I say this. Bendy is an okay game. I do personally think that the 5th chapter was pretty bad. It was an awful way to end the game. It was an awful way to end a really great game with an interesting concept. So, yeah. And it also had a lot of bugs that were never fixed whatsoever, which is also kind of sad. And, well, yeah. Apart from that, I personally like the story. I like some of the character designs. I think some of them are really creative. And that's all, really. They could have done a bit better with like the entire fighting mechanic. I'll be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna place this in B. Next up, Baldi's Basics in Education and Learning, or just, well, Baldi's Basics for short. Oof. Okay, I personally think this game is rather interesting. And it also kind of, similar to Bendy, has a unique concept going for it. So there's that. The main concept is that, like, it seems to just start as, like, this really educational game that's trying to educate you on, like, basic math or whatever. You know, like, adding and taking away. And, yeah. However, by the time you get one question wrong, that's where the horror begins. Because, yeah, I have seen quite a bit of gameplay of it, and I personally think it's a really good game. I think one thing is that some of the enemies can be rather annoying. Actually, wait, no. That's the main purpose. I'm putting this in A tier. Next up, Doki Literature Club. Again, pretty bad at pronouncing these. I have not seen anything of this game, mainly because it never really intrigues me that much, I'll be honest. So, I'm putting this right there. Yeah, Emily Wants to Play. I've seen some gameplay, but I haven't seen enough to, like, have a proper opinion on it, I don't think. What I know is that it's kind of like you have to survive, like, 5 hours. Like, you have to survive until 6 AM. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this here. This game I do not recognize, so I'm putting it there. Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay. Basically, animatronics come to life and try to kill you or whatever. And yeah, it's all in the Chuck E. Cheese-esque environment. So, there's that. In all honesty, I personally think this game is really good. It gets harder and harder, and at times can be pretty... at times it does seem pretty much impossible to beat in, like, certain nights. that was the trouble I was having with Night 5 and 6 with, like, Rise of Freddy's 1 and 2, actually. I still can't beat FNaF 3 Night 6. Which is a little bit sad, I'll be honest. I'm gonna put this in... You know, I'm putting this in S tier, I'm sorry. Granny! Oof. I think this was probably one of the first... Yeah, this was one of the first... apart from Blox World, this was the first game I played on the channel properly. And it was the first horror game I've also played on the channel, up until I finally figured out, you know, how to stream on PlayStation. And yeah, so there's that. This game was really great. I'll be honest. I also liked. I think Granny 2 was also pretty good. It upped the difficulty massively. I remember, like, I was absolutely terrified of this game. I like always plays like practice mode, or like whenever I was playing like a normal game, like on easy or something. I was like always camp in like the tunnels or areas that Granny couldn't reach me from. I remember that. That was some good days. Yeah. I'm gonna put this in A tier. Next up, Hello Neighbour. Oh my god. I don't like this game at all. The AI is all over the place. There's so many bugs and stuff. Yeah. What I want to know is why this ended up becoming a proper franchise. I want to know why this became a franchise in the first place. I want to know why hide and seek exists, why there's a multiplayer game, why there's a TV show in the making, why there's a sequel being constructed. Like, honestly, yes, it did have a kind of a unique thing in terms of the lore, but honestly, I feel like the lore was just really made up on the spot. There was no in-depth look at what the game was, you know, supposed to really be. We had like a lot of stuff going on, and most of them, there was a lot of stuff in the alpha that was being speculated upon, only for them to be said to be completely unintentional. And then after all that, they didn't realise that that was what was making their game popular, all the lore, and that their game was going to die out because they said it was completely unintentional lore given out, or it's just not lore whatsoever. So it just seemed like they were starting to panic because they didn't want to become irrelevant. So then it decided, hey, let's make the story about this guy, okay? This guy who was a kid and then went to his neighbour's house and broke in, or whatever, and then got captured, and then broke out, then broke back in because why not? And then had to fight some shadow demon and save themselves from the shadow demon, and for the neighbour to die to the shadow demon and all that. And yeah, the story is just all over the place, like, honestly. And honestly, I feel like the main character was just completely awful as well. I really didn't like the main character because we're breaking it into someone's house. Like, it could have been for a great reason. And like, another thing, with the entire basement plot, they use it over and over again. And never find out what's inside the basement, because they just want you to theorize constantly what it's about. They're basically trying to probably fish Matpat out of the sea to try and get him to theorize on what this game is. Honestly, that's just sad. So, for all the right reasons, I'm putting it in F. Next up, this guy. I have not seen anything about it. I'm pretty sure the game's called Whiteface. Yeah, I never really saw anything about it. Next up, Scp Containment Breach. I love this game. I really do. I really love SCP. It's like, if I ever gave a chance to, I would play this game. But I'm probably not going to be able to, considering the factor that it's PC only from what I've seen. And yeah, everything about this game is phenomenal. I love the game a lot. So, I'm putting it in S tier. I do not know what this game is. I think it's Sally Face, but I've not seen anything about Sally Face because of my disinterest in it. I was not interested in the game whatsoever. And next up, Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion. Oof. I've seen gameplay of this. I'm pretty sure it's also on PlayStation Store. So if I ever get a chance to, I will play this game. And well, yeah, I'm obviously not gonna play it this month, sadly. I mean, I probably will, but I probably won't at the same time. You never know. So yeah, the main premise: you're in like this mansion, I guess, and like running around trying to escape it. Like you have to go through several doors and go through several rooms. There's like 1,000 rooms in total, I believe. There's like these different monsters trying to kill you. It's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah, I'm putting this in A tier. I like the art style as well. It's really cute. Yeah. Really adorable, guys. A really adorable game. Next up, Slenderman. Okay. Slenderman, what game is this even talking about exactly? I've heard of it, but I've never played or watched it because, I'm gonna be honest, I'm too scared to even watch anything related to the Slenderman. Yeah, I love how I'm just like, okay. I don't know why I just pronounced it like it was some kind of myth or whatever, like, pronouncing him as the Slenderman. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. Next up, I have no idea what this game is. I don't know what this game is either. Anyways, the actual next stop is Tattletail. It's a great game, I'll be honest. I'll be very honest when I say that. It's one of those games that were forgotten about, that still needs some kind of attention at least. And it's among one of the higher quality indie games out there, I'll be honest. I'm putting it in A tier. Next up, I'm guessing this is Little Misfortune. I've not watched anything about that game, so I'm placing it in never played / watched footage of. Next up, Slendytubbies. The only game I've really seen gameplay of would be Slendytubbies 3. And the lore, from what I understand, is extremely messed up. It is really messed up. Yeah, I'm putting this in. Next up, 123 Slaughter Me Street. I'm gonna be completely honest when I say this. From all the gameplay I've seen, it looks like kind of a bit of a broken mess. As it's been explained to, as well, Go Motion would explain it as. Like, Slendytubbies 1 and 2 are definitely not the best looking games. Slendytubbies 1, you're like running through like a building or whatever, I think. I don't know. Slendytubbies 2, you're hiding from monsters inside of your house. So yeah, with the game just like not having the best quality animation, and most of the jump scares are like really inconsistent in time from what I've heard, I'm probably gonna put it in D for now. Actually, but actually no, C. Eggs for Bart. I've seen gameplay of it, but I haven't seen like. I get the premise. You have to go into your house and find eggs for Bart, of course. It's like there's like monsters in there. There's like Marge Simpson, I believe Lisa and Maggie as well. I have not heard of this game. So there. This one's Arthur, I believe. I haven't seen anything of it. Because not really interested. Okay, this is where we get into the good stuff right here. Dark Deception. This game is amazing. And that's my honest opinion. Alright? Honestly, one of the best indie games out there. I do have, so I do surprisingly have a bit of high expectations for Chapter 5 of this game. I'm gonna put this in S tier, because I love this game. Next up, Boogeyman. I think that's what it's called, actually. I remember seeing some stuff of this game. I don't remember most of it. It actually, in all games, I don't remember most gameplay of. I'm putting it in never played or watched footage of. Sarah is missing. Man, I think this game's. I actually gotta put some more of these games here. So I recognise a few of these games here. And yeah, I don't know what this game is. I completely forgot. So I don't know what this game is either, or this game. I think this game's called Nightblights, but I haven't really watched much of it. I know this game's Ayuwoki, or something like that. I don't know. I also, it's pretty late, but I would like to apologise if I sound very far away from my microphone, or if I just suddenly sound very close to my microphone. I really do apologise. Next up we have is Duck Season. It's bloody scary, I'll tell you that. I remember, like, I saw some gameplay of this while watching, like, Kori Kenshin or whatever. And, like, I knew that I'd probably never be able to play this game because of how scary it was. There's also, like, I believe a thing as well where, like, you don't have to play it in VR, so that's also pretty cool. I'm gonna put this in B for now. It has a unique premise. So there's that. Next up, I believe this is 3 AM of a Krusty Krab. I don't really remember much of this game. Actually, yeah, I do. Yeah. Next up, Escape the Ayuwoki. Give me a sec, I need to see if this game ended up getting any more chapters. I remember, like, watching the beta of the game, and, like, from what I remember of it, it's like, if they made it so, like, if you, like, spoke, then the Ayuwoki will know where you are. I haven't seen all the chapters gameplay, so I'm gonna put it in never played or watched footage of, because I don't remember much of it. All I know is, like, you had to escape a place. Like a monster roaming around, I guess. And finally, Siren Head. It was a nice and fun short, I'll be honest. It was a nice and fun short horror game. Yeah, I'm gonna personally say that it's kind of... I'd probably say it's, at the very least, it's deserving of a B. It's short and sweet. But it might, yeah, it's short and sweet. That's all I can really say. And that's the tier list, really. I'm sorry if this isn't really my usual video. I'm sorry if the quality was very bad and all that. So yeah. Anyways, I hope all of you enjoyed the video, and I'll hopefully see you guys next time. Adios.